It's an absolute honor to meet you, sir.
Well, thank you.
In the movie industry today, you've got remakes, reboots, reimaginations. In your opinion, is anything off limits?
I like the idea of experimenting and trying new things.
Yeah.
And this was one of them.
Yeah.
This was so different from what I've been doing before.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it allowed me a chance to go back to my own childhood and sort of re-experience it.
Obviously, with Sundance Film Festival in Utah, where do you see the future of Hollywood versus independent film going? Where is it? Do you think it's going to stay in theaters and whatnot, or do you think it's going to start pulling back to people in their own home experiences?
Well, I can only answer that with hope that it does not go to that. I would hate to see. I think film is best experienced in the dark with other people in the same room, with one screen telling one story that everybody experiences. Mm-hmm. Once you start having technology overtake that experience by having everything reduced to a screen in front of you, or even a smaller screen in your hand, to me, you're losing the value of the real value of movie, film. So that's already happening, and I hope it doesn't continue too much. I hope there will always be theaters to go to see film. So that may be an old-fashioned idea, but it's one I really believe. I think it's important.
You've had an amazing career. What still excites you about either getting in front of or behind the camera?
Just the idea of a new story to be told.
Yeah.
A new story to be told, new people to work with, colleagues, new colleagues, fellow actors. It's always exciting.
For this role, what attracted you initially to the project?
A chance to return to my own childhood.
Yeah.
To be able to relive times when I was a kid where I remember getting all excited when I heard Once Upon a Time.
What was your favorite Disney movie growing up?
Bambi.
Bambi,
when I was, probably that was the film that made me eventually an environmentalist, because I think it was around 1940. I must have been about 7 or 8, something like that. And 42, 40, it was in the early 40s, during the war years. And I went to see it. It was about a deer, and it had such impact. It hit me so hard that I saw it many times over. Mm-hmm. And I think at that point I realized there was a relation, because it was about an animal in a forest. And I think that hit me so hard, it stayed with me to the point where when I became an adult, I had a tremendous value of nature and animals. Mm-hmm. So Sundance, for example, which is not far from where you are, there's 5,000. It started with 2 acres back in 1963. Now it's 5,000 acres. But it's acreage that's been preserved, because you know what it's like around. It's development everywhere.
Yeah.
And development going very much almost out of control in some places. So the idea of preserving something that's pure nature, to me, became more and more attractive as time went on. So this film kind of reflects that.
It's a favorite question of mine. I hope you have a fun answer to it. I think it tells a lot about a person. What is your go-to karaoke song?
Karaoke?
Yeah.
I don't have one.
You don't have one?
I've never done karaoke. I probably won't.
Never?
No. There's my song. It's the song not sung.
Absolutely.